In a time when women's voices were often silenced and justice buried beneath tradition, one woman refused to be quiet, even after death. This is the chilling true story of Zona Heaster Shue, a young bride, a brutal murder, and the ghost who returned from the grave to reveal the truth. The year was 1897. Welcome to Greenbrier County, West Virginia. Zona was just 23. She was bright, beautiful, full of life, and newly married to a blacksmith named Edward Trout Shue. He was charming, mysterious, and no one really knew where he came from. Zona's mother, Jane Heaster, distrusted him from the start. She said something about him gave her chills, but Zona, blinded by love, paid no mind. The newlyweds settled into a quiet farmhouse at the edge of town. To the outside world, they appeared happy, but inside a darkness was growing. Then on a cold January morning, a young boy sent by Edward to the house stumbled upon a nightmare. Zona was dead, lying cold at the bottom of the stairs. Her body was twisted, her legs straight, one hand clenched, and her eyes wide open, frozen in terror. Edward arrived soon after. He clutched her body, wailed uncontrollably, and refused to let anyone near her. Hours later, a local doctor gave the cause of death as everlasting faint, then changed it to childbirth complications, even though Zona hadn't been pregnant. No autopsy, no investigation. Just like that, she was buried, and the case was closed. But Jane Heaster knew something was wrong. She'd seen her daughter's bruises before, heard the tremble in her voice. She knew Edward had a temper. And then, the ghost came. For 4 nights in a row, Zona's spirit appeared at the foot of her mother's bed, glowing, crying, and on the final night, she revealed the truth. It wasn't an accident. He killed me. He crushed my windpipe and snapped my neck in a fit of rage. She described everything: the position of her body, the dress she wore, the sound of her neck breaking. Then, she vanished. Jane took her haunting story to the county prosecutor. At first, he dismissed her as hysterical, but her passion, her unwavering belief, gave him pause. He agreed to have Zona's body exhumed. Weeks had passed since her burial, yet her body remained eerily well preserved. The doctors examined her neck and throat, and what they found stunned the town. Her neck had been broken in 3 places, her windpipe crushed. Finger-shaped bruises still marked her skin. Her head, loose from her spine. The official cause of death? Strangulation. It was murder. Suspicion fell on Edward. Locals remembered his strange behavior at the funeral, how he dressed Zona in a high-necked gown and scarf, claiming it was her favorite, and how he guarded her body obsessively. Then, the truth about his past surfaced. He'd been married twice before. One wife had died under mysterious circumstances. The other had left, describing him as violent and controlling. Everything pointed to him. The trial began, and Edward pleaded not guilty. But whispers echoed through the courtroom. This case had been brought to light by a ghost. Zona's mother took the stand. The defense mocked her, called her delusional, but Jane stood firm. She told the jury every detail of her nightly visitations. The room grew silent. It didn't matter whether they believed in ghosts. The facts matched her story. Zona's voice had been heard, and justice followed. Edward Shue was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. He died behind bars, alone and forgotten. Today, the tale of the Greenbrier ghost lives on. It's the only case in American history where a ghost testimony helped convict a murderer. And if you ever find yourself driving through the hills of West Virginia under the full moon, locals will tell you, look closely at the roadside. You might just see Zona standing there, waiting to be heard. Like and subscribe for more real horror stories based on terrifying true events. Let us know in the comments, do you believe in ghosts that seek justice? New horror every week, because the truth is often the scariest thing of all.